Should probably add myself to the stage. Well, Cinnamon. Hey, Gil. That's right. Corey Catfish. Cuisine and crap. Hi, Christine. Hi, Mel. Nice try, girl. Nice try. Jesse, Cinnamon, Gil, Australian Gil. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Junior, what's up, young man? Jeff is not feeling well, worn out a bit. Going to take the night off. I did not plan on streaming, but at the last minute I decided to. So we spent the day outside. It was a gorgeous work outside day. About 74 degrees. Nice breeze. I felt like I was cleaning up the yard for winter. Not that I want to be thinking about that yet, but it's not as far away as we think it is. And our weather for the next 3 days is not going to go above 70 degrees. So that is really wild. I will see what I can do to keep you all occupied till at least midnight. That's my game plan. We came in from outside, made dinner. I sat down in a chair and yes, took a nap. Dance. David doesn't dance. So let's see what else is up. Well, actually, let's see. Bougie. Yeah, no. Mark. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Yeah, no dancing here. No dancing. You can put that in a category with eggnog and coconut. Oh, already, Jesse? Yeah, you're right. The nights are getting pretty cold. I wouldn't call them cold. I call them comfortable, but cold for a fish. I've never done an outdoor tub, and I guess if your tub's big enough, the night 65 degrees at night doesn't really bother them. So, but I suppose people got to be thinking about that in the near future. Pulling fish in if they've got tubs. But maybe I'll do that next year. I don't know. I don't know. I got so many tanks in my fish room. I don't think an outdoor tub is in my. We would rather do an outdoor garden than a tub. Maybe someday get a tub and a waterfall. Yes, Mel, that is correct. You must hate eggnog and coconut. Tomatoes are great. Great. So I grew up across the street from my uncle's fruit and vegetable garden. It's pretty much just cherries and grapes now, but yes, there are some there. I'll answer your question, Emily. There are some shipping supplies there, but most of it is just stored crap, invoice boxes. Yeah, it's a little bit of everything. I really do need to spend more time in my office. I've got to get organized. Early spring, Gil. Whoa. Jeez. Good one. Oh, Gil, you're always good for a good one. No excuse, outdoor tub. Oh, maybe. Coconut flour makes great pancakes. I'm always up for the cooking tips, Elaine. Thank you very much. Coconut flour makes great pancakes. Write that down, ever hopeful, because I would actually be willing to try that. Wait, do you taste the coconut at all, Elaine? Because I can pick coconut up minute. I mean, we can cook with coconut oil. I don't really sense that. Yeah, I think you've missed your window. I know, Jesse. Different perspective. All right. So, anyways, I grew up on a fruit and vegetable farm. I was addressing this to Mel and her distaste for tomatoes. But we did, well, he did. He went big on tomatoes. We had a tomato processing plant in our town, and he planted, oh man, let me think about that. Probably at least 50 acres of tomatoes. Tomatoes. He bought a harvester, a tomato harvester. If you ever want to see a tomato harvester, they're really neat. They're just two, I don't know, 3, 4, 4-foot blades on the front that just spin and cut the plant off at the ground, send the whole plant up onto a conveyor that shakes. And then you have 3 to 4 people on each side of the machine standing on a platform as the conveyor runs by. You pull off rocks and debris. Most of the vines and stuff get shaken off. But yeah, I mean, I'm telling you, it was bizarre. Acre after acre of tomatoes, half-ton crate after half-ton crate. And I love tomatoes. Can't taste coconut, lots of fiber, so it won't make you hungry again. I don't know. Oh, you can make brownies with coconut too. Coconut flour, maybe, not with coconut. Yeah, you could smell that. Well, my problem is I have really bad allergies, and ragweed was terrible in the tomato vineyards. I would go home at lunch and lay down on the couch, and my eyes would be virtually swollen shut. And I remember my aunt, great aunt, was a nurse, and she always just told me, take Dristan, take Dristan. Well, it hardly even touched it. I mean, I had a bandana wrapped around my face, and oh, those were miserable days. I'll never forget those. 50 acres of tomato harvester. Yeah, well, I'll tell you what, in another month, you can drive down the roads here in town, and all you smell is grapes. It is awesome. We'll get about 2 to 3 weeks of that. Cart tomatoes out of the paddock in 10-ton bins. Yeah, right. I'm not addressing that one, Jesse. What's up? What's new in the fish room? Hey, if anyone was here Friday night, I am still willing to part with 2 of these fish food boxes for $40 each. If you would like one, with the brine shrimp eggs and the flakes and the algae wafers and the botanicals. So if you saw that on Friday, if anybody wants to know exactly what's in it, I'll go over it again, but I got 2 boxes left. So, hey, Christian. Oh, there's one of them right there. Going to Christian. I love coconut chicken salad. What? Fried coconut breaded chicken. You're going to have to learn to not like that, Mel. $20-foot shipping containers cut in half, converted into tomato bins. Sweet. Yeah, well, I still got them, Jesse. Nobody asks me to help them hay around here. It is, Mike. That it is. Now, with all the grapes that are around here, Mel wants to know what's in the box. What's in the box, Mel says. All right, 3 ounces of algae wafers, sinking algae wafers. They do sink. They do not float. My community tank flakes. That's a 2-ounce container. There is a 3-ounce container of brine shrimp eggs. These are the premium eggs, 90% hatch rate. And there's catawba leaves, 5 of them, and 20 plus alder cones. So a little botanical bag. Retail on that I've come up with is like $50, and I'm doing 20% off and free shipping. So I got 2 boxes left for $40 each. So yeah, I can pull, Emily, I can pull coconut out of just about anything, and I just done. There doesn't have to be much coconut in something. Which, how is everyone but me making their own foods? I will tell you, Mel, I am buying in bulk and then mixing my own foods. Feeling hazers, I don't wear shorts anymore. What? Yeah, I rarely wear shorts unless I know it's going to be a full comfortable day. I mean, I work in shorts. I worked on a farm growing up, and we were always wearing long pants. But yeah, I mean, if I know I'm going to be spending the day kicking back and relaxing, I'll throw the shorts on. But oh, those were the good old days. Lunchtime, we'd run down to the lake and go swimming. Oh, tomato fights while we were hand picking tomatoes for the fruit stand. You'd think you'd want to throw the soft, mushy ones, but it was a lot more fun to throw the green, hard ones. You know, Elaine. It's funny. I mean, we do have a lot. I don't know how common maple syrup production is. I know it's big up in the New England states, but we have quite a few places around here that do it. And so it's readily available, but I do love the fake stuff more than I like the real stuff. Well, that's not where the hair hook goes, Mike. Doesn't belong in your arm. So let's see what else is up. Anybody got anything new in their fish rooms? I know, pasty white legs. I don't know, where was I at? I was walking somewhere, and there was somebody walking in front of me. I'm like, man, phew, your legs are whiter than mine, which I thought was not possible, but fish room antics. I am trying to get, I have some CW 097s, which I don't know, they aren't real impressive to look at. I will pull them up and see, because I'm going to be pulling up some Corys tonight. CW097s. Yeah, they just so much remind me of the bronze Cory, but they are not. All right, I'm going to try and... Hey, Benjamin. Oh, I know, right? When you get away, when you're not able to spend as much time in it as usually, Emily. Yeah, I saw it. Well, yeah, you did a post because you didn't do your Friday stream, I saw. Skylights up on one end of my fish room. Is that a wise move? Won't that possibly give you an increase in algae? What are they selling those for, those Equus, Mike? Yeah, those bronze cories get really big. All right, where was I? I was going to show you the 097. Not a real common one. I think they're kind of tough to find. I got them from a professor in Buffalo. Planet Catfish has a report. There's a spawn. Ooh, I should probably read that spawning report right there. I'll have to pull that up. Sorry. I had to pull that up on another page. Did you have somebody feed? Hey, SC, welcome. Did you have somebody feeding those, SC? Get out, Equus for $6 a piece. Come on. What do you got? Mafia connections? Oh no, yeah, 097s because I've got a fat female in there, so I was kind of pushing those to see if I could figure out how to get those to breed. Yeah, they do have a. They've got a gold streak in them. Their head's a little bit more gold. Body's bronze, I guess you would call it, but yeah, right, Emily? Oh wow, 12 days on their own, not bad. I've always wondered, you didn't have any fry, did you? I mean, they're pretty much all adults or older juveniles, or I know my fry would never make it that long. No, that's not an orange laser. That is an 097. 097. Osteogaster. Like I said, I got them from a professor in Buffalo. I want to say it's Buffalo University, something like that. He came down and did a talk, and then he comes down to our auction twice a year. So the other thing I have to do, I would really like to get these to spawn. I would like to be able to spawn my gold lasers on command. So I was talking to Cheryl about that today. Yeah, Emily, I started with a group of 9 Equus that I think I got for. There's an importer. They were wild caughts. There's an importer in our fish club, and he had an end of season sale. Would be not this past December, but the December before, and they were listed on there. And I said, well, because he had like, I don't know, 30% off. So, anyways, by the time it all came out, I think I ended up paying $20 a piece for them, which I thought was just basically, I think he charged me for 8 and gave me one free because he miscounted how many he had left. So I was very happy. So anyways, I've had the 9. I lost one because I have probably, I mean, I've been pretty tough on them trying to get them to spawn. And I mean, I did get them to spawn 2, right? I guess that's a spawn. I got 2 fry out of it, although I haven't seen those fry. Well, they were juveniles when I saw them, but I haven't seen them in like 2 months. But there's a lot of cover in that tank. So anyways, I did start another dry season for them because I heard some different reports on them. So I'm going to try something else and see if I can push them into another spawn. Anybody do the Fusca Guttatas? Kind of trying a new thing with those. Let's pull those bad boys up. Dun, dun, dun. These are a smaller, I would call them a dwarf Cory. Hey, Keith. Hey, Ben. Ben's off the water and still alive. Hey, Christopher. One half of the super studs. Oh, you're so easily deceived, Christopher. Thanks, Fish Fam. Let's see. Now I missed a bunch of people. Ooh, Mike wants the fireball. I could go for some fireball. I don't know how expensive I'm going to get the next species of Corys. I mean, I got a great deal on the Oyopaquensis, so I don't want to push my luck. Regina. What's she doing, Emily? Okay, again, Ben's here, Keith's here. Welcome, welcome. Okay, so anyways, let's see. Yeah, these Aspitoris fuscatus. Boy, those are nice little buggers running around your tank. Push your luck all the way. That's true. Well, I'm kind of hoping I might put in a specific request with the LFS I'm dealing with and see what they would do on a higher end if I pick one out. Those fireballs, that wouldn't be a bad one. But there are, I mean, maybe we'll go through some of them tonight, but there's a lot of them out there. The Super Parallelis I would love to get. I can't remember what the number is on that one. Is that an 027? No, I can't remember. I'd have to look it up. Anyways, Fusca Guttatus. So these guys are supposed to be a colony breeder. And if you have a bunch of leaf litter on the bottom of the tank, they're supposed to just go. Well, I have seen some fry in there, and I've seen some juveniles in there. I don't know what my current tank count is. I think I started with 8 or 10. I can't remember. Oh, Regina is Eric's partner. Oh, I'll look that up if I remember. Hey, Nancy B. Buddy. Anyways, supposed to be a colony breeder. So I've got 2 of the eyelash mops laying on the bottom of that tank and a couple of big leaves. And I've been picking up some fries, some juveniles. They're growing out. I mean, I'm sure there are fry that are disappearing, but they are small fish, and they're all over the tank. They're great. I mean, they're relatively shy, but there's no dither fish in there, but they'll still come out and see me when I'm there. But they're all over, up and around, all over. Sup, buddy? She says, sup, Melvin's here. Hashtag, I'll put that in for you, Melvin. Uh-oh. Hit the like because Melvin's here. So I have now I'm doing with the Fusca Guitatus. I'm going to try what I do with my pandas. And that is, I'm going to start pulling the mops off the bottom of the tank and put them in a hatching tank and see if they're laying eggs. I don't know if they lay the eggs under the mops in the sand or if they lay on the mops. So, and I guess I haven't done my homework as far as breeding reports. I get frustrated sometimes when I go to breeding reports because, man, some people put breeding reports online and there's virtually no information on that breeding report. If I'm going to publicly put a breeding report out there, I am going to tell you what happened. I'm going to tell you how I did it, what happened, what I ended up with. I mean, I don't know how many breeding reports I've read where it just says water temperature 74 degrees Fahrenheit, bred on January 16th, 2016, collected 20 eggs, and then that's it. There's nothing else there. Hey, Zaza. 4:15 a.m. Alishan, welcome. Have you gotten those to breed? Yeah, I don't know if they're bragging without sharing or they just, I don't know. They just want to see their name on the internet. It just drives me nuts. People drive me nuts. People. Good thing there are no people here. All right, so Alishan, have you gotten any fry out of those? Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I mean, I know Emily, I've asked you questions. I talked to Cheryl, Jeff Kane, Stephen P, and he's not, obviously he'll be one of the first ones to tell you he's not a breeder. But, trying to down them. What? Who gets their day started at 4:15 in the morning? Zaza's in Scotland. Are you just waking up? Yeah, that's who Cheryl's in contact with, Mitchell Broom. I would like to, that importer that I know from our club knows Eric Bodrick and talks to him. Yeah, you're right about that, Emily. Yeah. Yeah, Jody P has a couple screws loose up top, yeah. Hey, Cruz, welcome. 4:00 in the morning. Sometimes I wish I was a morning person, but I have never been. I shouldn't say that. If I get into the right groove, I can. So let's see, those Fusca guttatas. You aren't going to tell me what you meant by that? Trying to get them down? All shown? Really trying to down them. Well, if you want to down them, send them down to me. I'll make my colony bigger. Do you go there, Keith, every year? I was hoping I'd see you tonight after talking to you this afternoon. Are you going to the OCA this year? Dunkin' Donuts. Whew, donuts in the morning. That would be a habit that would not be a good habit for me. A dozen donuts don't last long for me. Oh, and I just missed all shot. Oh, breed them. Yeah, I don't know. I've gotten them to breed, but I haven't been in control. Are we ever in control of the breeding process? But I would like to become more in control of the breeding in my fish room. Not that I'm going to not accept all the freebies. Been working a few years working it for Fritz. Well, like I told you this afternoon, if I don't go to the Clash, then I will definitely put a big push in for the OCA, and seeing that as that's a lot closer. Is that just a Saturday and Sunday, the OCA, or is that a Friday, Saturday, Sunday? Bedtime ice cream. And what do we have tonight, Mel? Oh, do you have that book? I keep meaning to get that book. I gotta just break down and get that book. Be done with it. I want that book. You can get that online, right? Can't you buy that online? You can buy an online version, or does he not have that? Isn't Moose Tracks your favorite, Mel? No, I can't remember. Okay, quick, take that off. Hey, June. Hi, June. Why does my phone keep beeping? Because it's not plugged in right, I guess. OCA is Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Safari Track's not bad. I could do without the Reese cups. Not that I don't like Reese cups, but I guess I just don't like peanut butter. I like Reese cups. That's hard to explain for me. I like peanut butter toast. I like peanut butter and jelly. But I know there's been people swirl peanut butter into their brownies and peanut butter cookies, or it's more flavors I'd rather have. Well, come on up, Emily. That's what Keith said, and I've heard a lot of people say it's really awesome. That version 2 just came out, right? You bought the original one, the first one, which was that 2012, or didn't he release that earlier? Yeah, is that what you are, Mel? You like ketchup, but you hate tomatoes? I wouldn't. My wife's kind of like that. Yeah, I didn't say I don't like peanut butter. So calm down, Nancy. Calm down. Wow. And that's so is the event center in the hotel, Keith? Oh, second edition's 2012. Hmm. I thought the second edition just came out recently. Or did you do a reprint of the second edition recently? Anyways, I want one. Well, it's amazing. I had a notification about this stream sent to myself, but I can't get notifications for other people's streams. Creamy honey peanut butter with boysenberry jam. Can't say as I've ever had. The book's hard to find? I thought it was readily available. I'll find it. Maybe I'll go on and do that tonight, since I got my hour and a half nap this afternoon. Oh, that's right. He just released that new Corey ID book. That's right. That's what I was thinking. Because at first I wanted to get that, and then I'm like, no, it's easy to find out what they look like. I just want to know how to breed them. Best Western Strongsville, Ohio. Not the best hotel, but it's clean and affordable. Can I use my AARP card there? I will use my AARP card there. If you're going to carry it, you may as well use it. Sometimes you can double up. You can use a AAA card there and AARP. Yep, there it is. Hashtag AARP. Somebody had to put it in print. Thank you, Emily. Sorry, bougie. Anyway, okay, here we are. Aspidoris fuscogitatus. So the next thing, Alshon, why don't you just run off copies of pages of these breeding reports for these fish and send them to me? That's what I thought, June. I think you can go straight to his Facebook page and he'll give you a link to get them straight from him. Which he is, isn't he down near Pittsburgh? Is he in Pennsylvania? Digital version for cheap at Corridor World. All right, thanks, Chris. I'll click on that. Put that up there so I can go back to that. I mean, I am a fan of hardcover books, so I'll probably get the book. George bought the identification book, I think. I should check into that, Nancy. See if AARP can sponsor my channel. That would be funny. Oh. So I also want to know. That's what I thought. Pittsburgh area, yeah. Yeah, because I think that that breeder goes down to Pittsburgh area and meets with him occasionally. Well, he sees him at events that he goes down to. So he knows him. He can talk to him. Well, bougie. Yeah, I think I can say it is. I don't need to have the magnifying glass to be AARP. Just magnifying glass just takes it to a whole new level. I just faxed a couple pages on the Delphi. I do not need a magnifying glass. Although Jeff says he wants to sell them. That's right. I still love a good hardcover. There's one author that I love to read, and I will buy his books every time they came out. I bought a brand new one, first edition, hardcover, and somebody would get me a paperback for Christmas or something, and I'm like, yeah, that's not going in my collection. A few years ago. All Sean says a few years ago. Those fax machines are still out there. Yeah, I just need the right. I just ordered some glasses because can't find the magnification glasses, reading glasses that I like. Drives me crazy. Like these are like so frustrating because I got to be within a certain distance from my screen in order for it not to be blurry and strain my eyes. Whereas if I could get a 0.75 or a 1.0, I could just sit back in my chair and be fine. But nobody has a 0.75 or a 1.0. You got to find them online. Yeah, agreed, Jesse. I don't know why. It's just, I mean, even though all the data that we pull off the internet, and still I would much rather have a hardcover book in front of me. My glasses may need glasses. Yeah, that's the way I am, Keith. Readers are enough for me. I just need readers. But yeah, I need like a 1.0. 1.25s are just little. I'd love to try a 0.75, but never seen them around to try them. So what? What's that mean? David, to do you have? Oh, no, because I don't wear glasses all the time. I just have them to read. That's all. Cheryl, I was just talking about you. All good things. All good things. All right, Alashan. If I could, if I could type, what the criminy? Hit send too soon. Oh yeah. No, I do not have sunglasses. I'd say I made it to 52, and then I started really noticing it, and made it to 54, 55 with just using my phone. I mean, so I do HVAC service, and reading model and the serial numbers off of furnaces and stuff was a pain in the butt, and I had to take pictures with my phone. But so then I got the readers, so I have those, and yeah, that's what happens. You get old fast. I mean, yeah. Yeah, the 0.75s on Amazon. Yes, I did look them up. They are in my cart. All your dreams could come true. That's what I'm hoping for. All my dreams come true. Anyway, Cheryl, yes, Jeff is not feeling well tonight, so I wasn't going to stream. And then I'm like, yeah, I will. Memory's not what it used to be. That's funny, Emily. I am going to get that book. What the heck? I just wanted to make sure you didn't send me one first. Thought maybe you'd gift me one. I was just holding out a little bit. Yeah, right, June. Bigger TV. Yeah, I need to talk to the furnace companies and have them print bigger labels on their furnaces so I can read part numbers and stuff. Yeah, yeah, that'd look really good, wouldn't it? Anyways, okay, the Fusca Gatatas. So, what else is out there that I want to try and push? I'd like to push gold lasers. We were talking about the gold lasers today. Cheryl, right? She said she moves them around to get them going. I might try that. I have never really, well, I can't say never. Never really done a cold water, 50% water change on any of my quarries. I've mainly just been content to just let them do their thing and collect eggs. When I collect eggs, I've never really needed to push. But now all of a sudden, yeah, they're little jerks. Now all of a sudden, I really, I really want to be able to stay in control of what fry I have in the fish room. So, I mean, now that I've kind of made a decent connection with my LFS. Oh, nice, Jesse. Oh, Nancy. Is that something you really want to see? Oh, I'll look up those. I'm sure I've seen them before. There's so many out there that, I don't know. Some of you people are a lot better remembering names and knowing what they look like than I am. I had, so when I got those gold lasers, and actually I got them from Ross, and they were mature, and they spawned within the first 4 to 6 weeks I had them. So they've spawned once in, I don't know, 2 to 3 months. Would make me laugh. A 0.75 monocle, right? That is correct. So, anyways, they spawned within the first 4 to 6 weeks. I've probably had them for 2 to 3 months. And I know I collected less than 20 eggs. And I want to say, what's the date today? I want to say, because I do have the date written on the side of the container they're in. I think they spawned on July 8th. So that would make the fry. Oh, no, it was like the 22nd. So the fry are just about 4 to 5 weeks old. And there are 14 of them. So I don't remember the exact number of eggs. I know it was less than 20, but I still have 14 fry, gold laser fry. So that is, fingers crossed, that will be 2 selling groups of 5. That would be my game plan. I would sell 2 groups of 5, keep the 4, and try to get them to spawn again. So that is the next thing I really. And so Cheryl says she moves those golds around. The golds don't spawn in. How many eggs did you get out of those golds when they spawned for you? Trying to make sure I didn't miss anything. SC. You remember how many eggs you had? Because I don't think golds are a massive egg layer. Um, Cheryl says her stir-by colony is giving her pretty consistent batches of eggs. But mine don't. Mine are very sporadic and usually less than 20, maybe 30 tops. And then I lose a lot of stir-by fry. I don't know why that is the stir-by fry are, I don't know. They don't fare well for me. I mean, I've had batches where I've almost pulled 100%, and then I've had batches that I've totally lost. I was telling Jeff P the other day, 12 to 13 eggs, yeah, and lost them all. So, do you have hard water? I mean, I've started taking all my Cory eggs, and when I put them in the deli container to hatch them, I put in methylene blue, and I will 50-50 my tap water with distilled water so that it's a little bit softer. The other thing that I know of that I heard Rob McClure talk about was he quit using methylene blue and now just puts in heavy tannin water, which is an antibacterial in itself, antifungal in itself. So he'll use a heavy tannin water to hatch his eggs in. I think gold laser are still up there. I don't know. I didn't see them at the LFS last time I looked. I usually try and pay attention to what Cories are going for. All I know is I was happy I got those Oyopequensis. They were trying to sell those at $34.99 a piece. Bosemani Cories. I got to look those up. I don't know that I have. Oh, I did see those, but I don't remember what they look like. I do. I try and run a dating service out of my basement. That might sound a little weird, but even the guppies applying for child support. Well, I'll tell you what, I love to see eggs on the glass. And it used to be a pain in the butt till I got the Aquarium Co-op egg collector, which really is worth the $8 or $9, whatever it is. There you go, Cheryl. If you can grow them out. Have you not had good luck with those? Have you had fry that you've lost? Hey, Aqua. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Oh, sand at the bottom of the breeder box. Huh. Now, why do you think that made a difference? Because bare bottoms have more bacteria on them? That's what Rob McClure would say. How dare you? Bosemani are the cutest Cories. Stir-bys are the best looking Cory. Oh yeah, that is nice, SC. Mine's about 200. I'm still going 18th. Okay, so you're 2 weeks in. Well, 1 weekend, 1 plus. All right, Bosemani Cories. I'll look those up. I started a new tank. Speaking of Bosemani, Boes, Amani, Ba, whatever. Um, Started a new tank, started pulling mops, started a new grow out tank for Bosemani rainbows. Because those sold good for me. Moonlight Aquatics. Hoplosoma, huh? $50 a piece. Well, those are nice looking. They could be the zebra Cory. Let's rename those zebra Cory. Okay, once they hatch, put them in a beater box with sand and mulch, and they just do their thing. Yes. I mean, I will clean the bottom of my containers because I'll start them in deli, well, freezer, whatever, storage containers, Tupperware storage containers, Glad storage containers, floating in tanks. I'll start them in there for like 2 weeks and then I'll move them. I used to do it for like 4 to 6 weeks, but it's such a pain in the butt. So I'll get them now that I got so many fry. It, I'm not gonna flush out 6 or 8 little storage containers twice a day because usually I will twice a day. I'll clean those, pull some water out, 50% of the water, put them back in. So now sand, yeah, that's not a bad idea. I might just put sand in the bottom of those deli containers and get them up to 4 to 6 weeks and then move them on to breeder boxes. But I guess you just start the eggs in the breeder boxes then. You don't, when you use that methylene blue, Emily, you do not run the flow through on them until after they hatch. Oh, once they hatch, I put them in a breeder box with sand. Okay, sorry, misread. I need to read better. Once they hatch, I put them in a breeder box with sand. Okay. Yeah, I almost ordered a brand new breeder box because I'm like, I should start bringing in more breeder boxes. Then I found a brand new one on my shelf. If I was more organized, I would have known it was there. All right, so the Bosemani Corridor is $50 a piece, and that's at Moonlight. Moonlight's one of the cheaper ones, isn't it? See if anyone else shows it. I think that was the only one I saw. Did that say they were in stock? Yeah, that's the only place that shows them for sale. Says they're in stock, huh? I've had a couple of breeder boxes with fry hanging on a 40 that has my Amica Splendens in it. And now I've got various types of Corys swimming around the bottom of that Amica Splendid. I guess occasionally one of those little tiny little fry can slip out of those breeder boxes. Oh, yeah, definitely. I do have a sponge on the outflow, but sometimes when that sponge gets gunked up and the water gets high and starts going through the little overflow slots, I think that's how they got out and into the tank. I think there's a couple of Schultzis in there, a couple of albinos. There was another. I think the bronze were in there, but I think I caught and pulled those out. Yeah, you got to do the sponge and the outflow of those breeder boxes because those little plastic doodads are not very good. What was the other Corey I was going to look up? What was it? Who said it? Alashon? Oh, white spawny. Okay, thank you. Because I would have never remembered that. Oh, yeah. I like that. Dun, 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 dun. Called the two saddle Corey, huh? Oh yeah, that is the price range. Now I don't know. I'm eager to see. Oh, I'm sorry, pulling it up for everybody here. And Aqua Imports is one of the lower priced outlets as well. Rachel, Rachel, are you doing the auction on Saturday? Yeah, I'm not a big fan of the high fin and long fin Corys, but probably should start breeding some of them. Oh, Cheryl. Not using the flow through. I get tired of doing the water changes. Don't you get tired of doing those water changes, Cheryl? Yeah. I've probably got. Well, I did manage to move a group of albinos into a 10-gallon. I had a 10-gallon free. There's probably 100 and some in there, but I just moved a batch of Schultz size, which is probably 100 plus. And they're in a 5-gallon now. So I don't know how long I'm going to be able to keep them in there, but my goal is to, and I've started talking to Carolyn. We're talking about making the fish room a little more convenient, a little more functional. I really like those 15-gallon tanks. I mean, they've got the footprint of the 20 high, and they're shorter. I really, really like those tanks. I mean, the 20-gallon longs are great grow out tanks, but if you only have a batch of 20 to 30, it's like wasted space. So I am seriously considering. Last time I talked to Pet Supplies Plus about it, they were willing to do like $32 a tank. That's too much money for a 15-gallon tank. $32. But man, I truly think that is the ideal grow out tank, that 15-gallon tank. So I think that is my goal. One of the two new racks I'm going to build. One rack I'm going to build with all 10s, so it holds all 10s. Hi, Barbara. Hey, Nathan. Yeah, Alashon. Okay, just checking, Rachel. Putting your mops in. Okay. I'm trying to keep up with everybody on the other screen while I look at the fish pictures. All right, Rachel's putting mops in. June likes the long fin pandas. Yeah, June, that would be one I would. Cheryl, do you have a long fin panda, Cheryl? Can't remember. That's all that's important, Alashon. It's really not important to remember what you had for breakfast. Oh, I don't think I've had that issue. Fry getting stuck in the sponges. Auto water change system's awesome, June. All right. 25 new 20 talls. What? Where'd you find those, Cheryl? Holy cow. I really don't like the 20 talls, but I mean, they definitely have their place. So, I mean, I love them I'm using them for rosy barb grow outs, Bosemani rainbow grow outs. Um, yeah, I'll probably be moving some of my, like, that'll be a good tank. That's where my colony of Hawaiian Variatus platies are. That's a good tank for them. Although the 29 would be just as good a tank for them, but that's a 30-inch tank, so that takes up 29s. I think are good mutt guppy tanks. But again, 20 gallons are only 24-inch footprint, and 29s go up to 30. So are they 30? Oh wow! How do they get them for $10 a piece? Is that how cheap they are? Wholesale? Oh, Cheryl wants long fin pandas. Maybe I can get those first and beat her to the punch. Oh, stinking computer. Uh, I love 20 longs, but now I think I might like the 15s better. I guess it depends on what fish you've got, whether you're breeding, whether you're raising fry. Because, man, I truly think that 15, although I would hate to. I think what I'll do is, and I haven't done the final measurements or anything, but I will probably do the one rack will probably have 15s and 20 longs on it. I'll just see how the dimensions lay out. Because I do. I mean, those 20 longs, like I'm growing out that batch of, I don't know, 75 to 100 Schultz size, and they're fine in the 20 long. There's 2 sponge filters running in there, and you need the 20 long for that. If those were in a 24-inch tank, whew, they'd be all crammed together. Yeah, I've never seen a 30 long. That's what I thought. Below wholesale. Sounds like below wholesale. Oh man, somebody just asked me. Oh, there's 40s, 60s, and 75s for sale in Ohio. I just don't have room for those. I could take 2 40s and build another 40 rack, but just buy it, June. I'm watching it. Um, yeah, so back to my I just want to breed angels once thing, which that's probably going to end up being a lie, but my stinking angels, I went down there yesterday. So it's been 3 weeks since they spawned, and what, 24 hours later, all the eggs were gone. So then I decided, okay, 36 by 12 by 16. Yeah. Yeah, I got to check that out. Anyway, so that was, the eggs were gone. They ate them within 24 hours. They ate them overnight. I went down in the morning, they were gone. So I've been waiting. People were saying, oh, they'll spawn within a week, 10 days. Well, they were pushing up. about a week ago, they started pushing everybody to the other side of the tank, started pecking away at the spike. So I'm like, okay, it's gonna be soon. So they did that for about a week. I went down there yesterday at 2 o'clock in the afternoon to take a look at the fish room, and I saw eggs all over that spike. And while I was down there at 2 o'clock, they were still spawning on the spike. So I'm like, sweet. When I feed tonight, I'll pull that spike and put it in a hatching container. So I went downstairs at 8 o'clock to feed. 6 hours later, mind you, and that spike was all cleaned off. I'm like, what the crap, you guys? So now I'm just ticked. I think I'm not going to feed them anymore. I think I'm going to sell all my tanks. I give up. No, I don't give up. But man, as soon as I see eggs on that next time, I just didn't know when I was watching. I didn't know if it was the male going over fertilizing them or if the female was still putting eggs down. So I'm like, oh, I better give them a little bit more time. Because, I mean, I didn't take a close look. I didn't want to disturb them. They're doing their thing, right? I don't like people opening the door on me. You heard it, folks. I don't give up. I'm not a quitter. That's why I still function off of nicotine. What? Jump on that one. 15 grand. What? Aquavoyeur. Righto, eh, Ben? Aquavoyeur. I could have, June, but I mean, that's the thing, though. Like, I guess next time I got to pay attention uh, whether the male is going over it and fertilizing or whether the female's still putting eggs down or, yeah, I don't know. I will definitely. Now, because 3 strikes and you're out, right? If I if I don't get a batch of eggs the next time, yeah, I think I'm going to get rid of that tank they're in, and I'm going to keep the fish, and they're going to be homeless. I'll teach them. Really, really, Cheryl. If they see me, well, I didn't get close. I was 6 feet away. There are 7 other angels in the tank. Oh, if they don't. Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, I should at least come with an electric bike or something. What the heck? 15K. That's interesting, Elaine. My quarries don't see me. Yeah, I love watching. Disturbis are the only ones I've ever seen laying eggs. Watching them run around dropping eggs around the tank. And then I can watch them being followed by another stirby and them eating the eggs. So separate the breeding pair. Yeah, I did get a good picture of those, so I know which ones they are. Unfortunately, I thought about doing that before, and I had a 20-gallon tall set up for it. But unfortunately, I started putting my spawning mops in there for my Bosemani rainbows. So, but I can't empty another 20. There's a 20 that I can put them in, a 20 high. What do you call those? 20 talls or 20 highs? Yeah, 20 high. Yeah, that was what I was always understood. That would be a good breeding tank for an angel, a 20 high. I just figured I'd leave them in there because I was going to pull the spike anyways. And if I move the breeding pair to a 20 high, I'm still going to pull the spike because I'm not leaving them in there with those eggs. I don't care if they're good parents or not. I just want to hatch the eggs. Same difference. I know, same difference. 20 tall, 20 high. I just didn't want to sound unprofessional if I'm calling it the wrong thing. I don't want to sit here talking on the internet and you guys saying, oh, what a dork, he calls them 20 tall, so 20 highs. Stan the man, bringing the eggnog. Eggnog's already been mentioned in this stream, Stan, courtesy of Bougie Fish, so you don't need to bring it up. And coconut's already been mentioned as well, so you don't need to bring that up. Keith, I never sound professional. Let's see. So what do I have up there now? I got the White's Monty. Yeah, that's a good. I'm eager to find out because I don't know if I'm going to be able to move all of my Schultz size. Why would you try to acquire a taste for eggnog? That Aqua, you got something wrong with you. When you try something once and it's not good, why would you try to acquire a taste for it? Yeah, no, Ben. Nobody did, Ben. Nobody did. We said you're a dork. Thanks. I mean, that's what you get for being honest. Placing yourself in social media, right? Got to be prepared for everything. Everyone, no, not everyone was enjoying it. Not everyone. In fact, last holiday season when I did that poll, which we will be running again, because I want to know, Christopher. Yeah, right. Greatest inventions. Pfft, I don't think so. Yeah. Thank you, Nancy. I like Nancy. She's all right. Takes a little getting used to, but she's all right. Anyways, where was I? Focus, Dave. Focus. Hey, you don't care. I'm a dork. You guys think I'm a dork, so I don't need to stay focused. The Schultz size. I got so many of them. I'm wondering what the LFS is going to give me for Schultz size. I wonder if I don't know. I wonder if I can get $5 a fish for them. I don't know. Maybe more. They've been paying me off of the wholesale slip, so I don't know what they are. Keith, you might know what Schultz size are going for a wholesale. Yeah, I don't buy that for a second, Stan. Not for a second. You are correct. I have a lot of fry in my room. The worst part about it is, well, the albinos are easy to get rid of, but they're such a cheap fish. But Miozo albino Aeneas. But I feel bad because I've got so many of albino Aeneas, and I'm probably 6 to 8 weeks ahead of Jeff, and Jeff's going to come up with a couple hundred Aeneas fried too, albinos. So he's going to be trying to unload them. I'm going to be trying to unload them, but I think I'll probably take the majority of mine to the LFS. Yeah, right. I don't. Stan, I'm telling you, you are. I'm not. No. 22-gallon short tanks. 24, 22, 10. That would be nice. What are those made anymore? Oh, wow. Well, that explains why they're being sold for 40 to 50 bucks a piece. I already tried that SC. And they called me way worse than a dork. Elvin's back. Oh, that, it's just turning my stomach right there. Eggnog custard. Ooh. Oh, you got one of those? Where'd he get it from? That, what do you call it? 33 short? 30 short? What do you call that? Let me go back up. 22 short. 22 short. Hmm. I don't think I've ever seen that. I was actually surprised when I walked into my Pet Supplies Plus and saw that 15 there. But they sell the 15. The retail on that is 39 and change. That's ridiculous. Yeah, no, Chris. Imagine how pricey that would get. Whew. Trying to think, what do I want? I've got those Lucamellis. What is the name of those? That's the next one I need to. L. There it is. Lucamellis, which is the blackfin cory. So I have a nice group of these, and I haven't done anything to them. I guess I got lazy just watching the other ones just spawn by themselves. So I really need to figure out how to get these guys to breed because they haven't done anything. I've done semi big water changes on them, cooler water changes, and nothing's really happened. I've laid mops in their tank. I've floated mops in their tank, and nothing. I had a power head running in there for a little while. So I don't know if they're going to be one of the maybe I need to raise the tank. Well, Cheryl and I talked about this. These might be a species I need to raise the tank temperature on. Um, there's just so many things to try. Oh, we'll never know. Oh, Waffle House Kitchen on a Sunday morning. Where was that at? Somebody, they just found there was a news report I saw, and they said decapitated body found near a Waffle House. And I forgot where it was at. But anyways, I'm looking at the picture, and there's a Waffle House there and a McDonald's. And I'm thinking, why do they got to give the bad rep to the Waffle House? Why didn't they say a decapitated body found near McDonald's? I mean, McDonald's could, that wouldn't surprise me. Oh, a decapitated body next to a McDonald's? That wouldn't surprise me. But the Waffle House deal? Come on, man. Waffle House, A1. Unless you slip on the grease and fall. What'd you do to those, Nathan? Sweet talk them into laying some eggs? Oh, that was Oh, yeah, that was Nashville. Oh, the local news said it was McDonald's. National news page I saw said it was near Waffle House, and the picture on the article showed a McDonald's and a Waffle House. Yeah, I love me some Waffle House too. Love to head west into Ohio and find me a Waffle House because I either got to go way down south to find one, or I can just head a little ways west and they're in Ohio. McDonald's has more lawyers. Ah, headless body and topless bar. I agree, Nathan. They get way too much hate. Yeah. I mean, we have a Perkins. I don't know if you're familiar with Perkins. Perkins is local for us, and then there's a Denny's about I don't know 20, 25 miles away, which we just went to last weekend, I think. Where are you at, Barbara? I should remember. Our Waffle House still 24 hours? It's hard to find a 24-hour restaurant anymore. Put them in a 10 with a bunch of moss. Huh. Yep. Denny's, Perkins, IHOP, Waffle House. Breakfast is breakfast. Yes, but Eaton Park has the breakfast buffet. Love me a breakfast buffet because it's just so hard to pick that one item off the menu at breakfast. Waffle House is 24 hours. 2 Waffle Houses, 5 minutes for me. Wow. So you could hit one and 5 minutes later you can go to the next one. That's awesome. I do have an IHOP relatively close. But man, so expensive. Well, Denny's was expensive too. Everything's expensive now. What am I complaining about? I'm complaining because I'm old. IHOP, 4 a.m. That's funny, Nancy. I thought that those pygmies wouldn't are pretty decent at being colony breeders. Huh. California girl. Sitting on the dock of the bay. Perfect pancakes. Hobbies. Love pancakes, love waffles. That's why I got to go to a buffet because I can never pick exactly what I want. What? Jeez, you need to move, Chris. Hobies. Look like hobbies to me. Hobies kind of give it a whole new meaning, doesn't it? Yeah, I hear you, June. Yeah, AI is not as smart as people want us to think it is. Information you should not be spreading around. Cracker Barrel. They're in the news, aren't they? Phew, idiots. Why do people change things like that? They're just asking for conflict. So you got breakfast for free. Oh, wow, that's crazy. How much cover was in there, Nathan? Let's see, Nathan. I'm almost wondering with substrate. That's the issue. The 20, I had them in a standard gravel. The 10, they're now sand. Um, yeah. That's funny, Nancy. I know. Isn't that right, Barbara? I hope you're not being sarcastic there. Just want to see him reach in and pull out a pickle. Maybe it's a sauerkraut barrel. Maybe he's fermenting sauerkraut in that barrel. I don't know, Nathan. That's you know, I snails, snails. They'll devour the eggs. Yeah, I got to think it's the snails. Because I can when I find I have a ton of snails everywhere, and I've been trying to pull them, but when I go to pull eggs, Cory eggs, there's snails. I got to knock the snails off of the. They're going right in there eating those things. Snails are puffer food. Yep. Maybe I should get myself a puffer. Maybe I should have gotten that puffer from Jeff, so I could feel that my snails were being productive. But June got them, and June's already got them, so she had the better home for them. I just need to start sending my snails to June. I know. That's what I was just saying. You buy snails. I just find it so hard to believe that people pay for snails. And I did show you guys how big my ram's horns get. Huge. Richard's tanks are full of snail seeds, and his are breeding. Huh. Huh. Oh, man, I'm telling you, I'm kind of hooked on the tetras, the Congo tetras, right? Congo tetras. That's what's in my head right now. Congo puffers. Maybe. Yeah, right, Cheryl. I don't know. You'll have to convince me on something, Christopher. I did take a bunch of ram's horns into auction. I mean, I got $3 or $4 a bag. Well, actually, my first bag of ram's horn was the first one sold. I think that went up to like $6 or $8, and then there were a few other bags out there. My second bag only got like $2 or something. Ooh, I got a ton of MTS too. Oh man, they're still up everywhere there. Those guys can get kind of big too. Those MTSs. Oh, they can all go together, huh? Well, okay. We stared at the Lucamellis long enough. All right, how big do those get? I got to go to bed here soon, so we're on it for another 9 minutes. Somebody going to tell me, or am I going to have to look that up? That's not a correct image. Stinking internet. What do I have up there? Let me see. That's not the correct image. It says spotted Congo puffer. Oh, probably because that's Arizona Aquatic Gardens. I've not heard good things about that place. What about this one? That's not the one you told me either. Hey, Jason. What did you say that was? All right, hold on. I'm falling behind in chat. I have 5,000 pages opened up. Oh, I knocked everything off the screen. Perfect. All right, let's see. So there's that. Bear with me, people. What about this? Oh, now I got to go back in and open the screen because I boo-booed. Is that better or not? Now I got to catch back up on chat. Nancy said Dr. Ted. Nathan, I'm learning that sometimes less is more when breeding. Oh, Nathan, I need to do that. That's be my next video. I'll show you how I do my pandas. I keep telling you that, but I mean, I don't know how many pandas I have now. I mean, probably at least 60 to 80 panda cories. There was Jason, the spotted Congo puffer. Everyone's saying hi to Jason. Arizona AZ Gardens is terrible. Yeah, that's what I've heard. So 4 to 6, is that one that I have up there? Those get 4 to 6 inches. Wow, they have a really bad rep, huh? Money laundering. Okay, there you go. Okay, that's the right one. Okay. I'm not. I don't know what I'm serious about yet. I don't know. Number one, I need a spot to set up my 90 gallon. Haven't decided where to do that yet. Yeah. Uh, oh, jeez, Nathan. It's not going to be ugly forever. Let the water run low and then dump new water in fast. RO water? What, 4 inches for that? That's it? Is that all the bigger it gets? Huh, interesting. All right, I'll keep that in mind. What is that, a $500 fish? You got a good spot for it, huh? The problem is, if I set that 90 up, oh, it's going to be in a spot that I will probably decide I want to remodel. Hey, Sonny G. So, is that a breedable fish or the egg layers? Is that? I mean, although that would be a nice display tank, but just saying. I hear you, Jesse. He's selling them because he wants to make money, Christopher. What do you think he's selling them for? Alashon says they have been bred. I would love to take the attempt at it. Mountaintop puffer. I haven't seen him in eons. I thought he was. Dan's has him for $39.99. Um, I thought. I thought a year ago he had a ton of puffer fry. Ooh, we can take tonight and tell Jason what he should give away for his giveaway. Yeah, what he should give away for his giveaway. Well, I'm sure that some betas would probably go over well with quite a few people. The Tower Eye Goodeids. Sorry, yawning. 12.29. Um, where am I? How come those are not coming up? There they are. That's not them. Oh, Ed's Aquatic has a picture of them. Let's see. Dan is expensive. You might have to make me an offer, Nathan. Drive that thing down there and set it up with you. Oh, hooray. Oh. All right. Well, tell Jason what you want at his giveaway. I will take $100 bills at your giveaway. I don't want any more angels because all they do is eat their eggs. We've already discussed that tonight. Stinking angel fish. Um, are you doing the cockatoides or do you have any other apistos? So you're not even going to cook it. You're going to make your wife cook it. Nathan only wants 20s. I want hundreds. Nathan, that might be one of those deals like when I go to somebody's house and they ask me how much it is. I tell them how much it is, and I said, just add $100 an hour if you're going to stand here and try and help me. Just kidding. Oh, Jason, do a bird giveaway. I can't get stinking. I got a tank with the orange flash and a tank with the super reds. Super reds? What are they, Jason? Not super reds. I don't know. Anyways, the two cockatoides tanks, I can't get them to breed. Been dumping in distilled water, trying to lower the pH, throwing in Indian almond leaves. And once again, I don't get notified of Nancy B's shorts. All right. Quick, Nancy, drop a link before I close the stream. People want to see. All right, everybody. 12:30 on a Sunday night. 12:30 for me, not 12:30 for all you people. 12:30 for Nathan. 12:30 for Jason. What, Jason bowled out here before you got any responses? George, yeah, you won. You won. Oh, and there goes my phone again. What the heck? Probably telling me what the weather's going to be tomorrow. Going to be cool. All right, thanks all. Rain expected to end this morning. I don't even think it's raining out yet. I love when my phone says rain ending in the next 3 hours and it hasn't even rained a drop yet. All right, thanks everyone for showing up. Might do another stream during the week. Oh, let me tell you that I gave my Friday slot to, yeah, that's been running across the bottom of the stream, so you should know that. 5 Stars doing his 1,000 giveaway Friday night at my time slot, so I might do another stream during the week. I haven't decided yet. And then, of course, Saturday night will be the auction I am excited for that. I want to get rid of some stuff. So I will see you all sometime during the week. Have a pleasant night. Good night and thank you.